Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about true false not given, basically what this type of question mean, what strategy, what things you have to focus, and then we are going to do one exercise for the same so that you can understand the way how to solve these type of questions. So as the name suggests, true, false, not given. When we say true, that means whatever statement is given in the question that completely matches to the information that is there in the passage. When we say false, that means whatever information is given in the question that contradicts with whatever information is there in the passage. When we say not given, that means whatever information is mentioned in the question that is not present in your passage. So basically, what is a true false not given? You will be presented with the facts or as a questions, and you have to look into the passage, into the text, to decide whether the information is true, it's false, or it's a not given. What is a true? The statement will agree with the information that is there in the question, in the passage, sorry. Here you can find, and one thing you have to be very careful of, exactly the same wordings will not be there in the question, in the passage. You have to find the similar meaning rather. So maybe they can use the synonyms, they can do the paraphrasing. So always keep this in mind that you don't have to find the same information that is like the same wording that is there in the question, rather you have to find the same meaning that is there, or you can figure out the synonyms that can be used. Similarly, in the false, whatever meaning will be there in the question, it will be contradicting from the meaning that is present in the passage. In not given, the related information is not present, and generally students go wrong between false and not given, because so far in any test or in any college, everywhere we are used to do a true or false. So either information is correct or it's a false. But now we have to understand the not given, because a lot of time we started assuming a lot of things. Like say if the question is saying something, we just assume maybe this can be the case, but don't assume, don't use your knowledge in that. Simply passes should be a reference to find the answer, whether the answer is correct, whether the answer is false, or whether the answer is not given. Some tips and tricks that can help you. First thing is, read the question very carefully, understand the meaning. This is the most important part. That is, not only read the question, rather comprehend the question. Comprehend means understand the questions. Next thing, which a lot of students do mistake, is they started matching the keywords. Don't match the keyword, rather understand the meaning of the questions. You can look synonyms for the true, you can look antonyms for the false, and generally a lot of time there are certain words like more, less, some, which are the trap words. So we have to be careful. If the question is saying that not more than this and more than 50, and in the passage they have said 50, so we have to be careful that they are saying more than 50 or not more than 50. So read each and every word, whether it's a small word, whether it's a large word, each and every word has its own significance to follow. Another thing is, and very important thing is, answer will always be in the chronological order. Answer will follow always in order. First question will be first, then second, then third, then fourth. It's not that third question is in a second paragraph, so fourth will be either in the first. No, it will always be below it. So that this can save a lot of time of yours. Now we are going to solve an exercise which can help you in how to solve or how see true, false, not given. There are 1 to 7 questions and a passage is mentioned of that. So let's solve this exercise. So first thing, we have to read the instructions very carefully, what they are saying in the instructions. So here in the instruction they are saying that you have to mark a true, you have to mark a false, or you have to mark a not given, right? If instead they have said you have to mark yes, you have to mark no, or you have to mark not given, your answer should be that. So be very careful what they're asking. So reading the instruction is first thing that you have to do. Then we will read the first question. So it's not that we have to read the passage first, that will be waste of time. First let's read the question and understand what they are basically asking for in this. Okay, so the first question is saying, on leaving school, Murray did what his father wanted him to do. So that means when Murray has left the school, he whatever his father wanted, he has done that thing, right? Whatever his father wanted. Let's read the passage and let's see what they are saying in the passage in this. So always start from the first passage first. Okay, so this is the passage, Henry Moray, and they are telling that after leaving the school. So answer will be somewhere after leaving the school, what he has done. Okay, so here they are saying that after, let's find the answer in the first passage. So they are, Henry Moray was born in this, a small town, and this, his studies, yeah, here I can see after leaving school, right? Here very clearly it's mentioned after leaving school, this thing, right? So after leaving school, Moray hoped to become a sculptor, but instead he complied with his father. So he wanted to be a sculptor, but what rather he did, he complied with his father's wish. So definitely he followed whatever his father wanted him to do, right? So what will be the answer in this case? Exactly, it will be true. So you can see maybe same wordings are not there, but here it's very clear that he has done whatever his father wanted him to do. So that's why the meaning is completely similar. There is no difference in the meaning. It's completely similar. So answer is going to be your true in this case. Okay, now let's move to the second question. Moray began studying sculpture in his first term at the Leeds School of Art. So here they are telling about what Moray began studying in his first term. This is very important thing. First term they are asking for, right? So let's see what they are mentioning in the passage. So they must be, yeah. After the war, Moray enrolled at the Leeds School where he studied for 2 years in his first year. This is what they're asking for. In his first year, he spent most of his time drawing. No, and in the question they are saying sculpture. So this is contradictory. So in this case, answer will be false. Okay, but again, I'll suggest you one thing. Don't just um, think that answer is correct without just reading the complete information. Maybe later they twist it out a little bit, right? So read the sentence carefully. A complete sentence you have to read. Okay, now let's move to the third question. When Moray started at Royal College of Art, its reputation for teaching sculpture was excellent. So when he started at Royal College of Art, its reputation for teaching sculpture is excellent. Let's see like what they are talking about the school. So they are saying that school reputation was very good. Let's see what it's mentioned in the paragraph whether. Okay, so here they have mentioned alongside and it will be after this line only, drawing one. So although he wanted to study sculpture, no teacher was appointed until at the end of that year he passed the sculpture examination and awarded a scholarship art in London. There is no information mentioned regarding the school, whether it's excellent, whether it's not good. So no information is mentioned regarding that. So that's why this answer, third question, will be a not given. Okay, this is going to be clearly a not given, very clearly, because they have not mentioned anything regarding this, that whether it's an excellent or not excellent, nothing is mentioned as of now. Moray began aware of ancient sculpture as a result of visiting London Museum. Okay, so he became aware because he visited London Museum. Let's see what information is there about. So what is our keyword over here? London Museum. So let's see whether they are mentioning anything regarding this or not. So I can see London over here. So at the end of the art, he passed the sculpture examination and was awarded a scholarship to Royal College of Art in London. In 1921, he moved to London and began 3 years of advanced study in sculpture. Alongside the instruction he received at Royal College, Moray visited many of London museums. Yeah, it's mentioned over here. He visited many of London museums, particularly the British Museum, which had a wide-ranging collection of ancient sculpture. During these visits, he discovered the power and beauty of ancient Egyptian. So he has learned a lot of things because he visited this British Museum in London. So yep, it's completely matching to the information that is there, right? So this is going to be a true, exactly. Now let's move to the next question. The Trocadero Museum Mayan sculpture attracted a lot of public interest. Okay, let's see. So first our keyword is finding about the sculpture. Okay, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, Mayan is mentioned over here. After graduating, Murray spent his first 6 months in this. When he visited the Trocadero Museum in Paris, he was impressed by a task of Mayan sculpture of the rain. It was male reclining figure which made on this, which he thought has a power that no other stone. Okay, so he's talking about this and he's saying that which no other stone sculpture possessed. Right, so this will be completely contradictory. Okay, let's read the question one more time and then we'll figure out this what they're asking exactly in the question. No, that is not, they're asking the question. The question is saying attracted a lot of public interest. This they have not mentioned anywhere. Yeah, so this will be a not given. Yes. So here they are saying that this sculpture attracted a lot of public interest. In the passage they have not mentioned anything regarding the public interest. So that's why this will be a not given. Murray thought the Mayan sculpture was similar in certain aspects to other stone sculpture. This information is one that I have read right now. In the question they are saying it's resembling the sculpture, and here what they have mentioned that no other stone sculpture possesses. So this is a unique. So this is going to be your false. Now let's see the next one. The artist who belonged to Unit 1 wanted to make modern art and architecture more popular. Okay, let's see. Who belonged to Unit 1 wanted this thing to be popular. Let's see what passage need to be saying about this. Murray's exceptional talent soon gained recognition and in 1926 started work as a sculptor. He became a member of this called Unit 1. The aim of this group, yep, okay, so answer is somewhere here. The aim of this group was to convince the English public of the merits of emerging. Yep. So this group, which group? Unit 1 group aim was that they want to tell about the merits of this. So this will be true. Very clearly it's going to be a true. Hopefully you understood in this. So basically let's revise what we have done. We have read the question, we have understood the meaning, we have figured out the keyword in the passage, match it out. If the meaning was correct, it's what is true. If the meaning was contradictory, it was a false. If the meaning was not present or the information is not present, it's a not given. Fine. So your first question was true, second was false, third was not given, fourth was true, fifth was not given, sixth was false, and seventh was true. Do you want to revise the idea again? Yes, let's do that. On leaving school, Murray did what his father wanted. In the paragraph, very clearly they have said that Murray inclined whatever the father wanted. Murray began studying sculpture in the first term. No, there they have said they started making the drawings. When Murray started at Royal College of Art, his reputation for teacher sculpture was excellent. Nowhere in the paragraph they have mentioned about the Royal College of Art. Fourth is Murray became aware. Yes, in the paragraph they have mentioned that he visited a lot of London museum where he get to know the beauty of it and all those things. So definitely the Trocadero Museum Mayan sculpture attracted a lot of. This was not given because they have not mentioned anything regarding the public interest. Murray thought the Mayan sculpture was similar in certain respect to other stone sculpture. This was false because they have said that it was not resembling to anyone. The artists who belonged to Unit 1. So in the paragraph they have mentioned the main aim of Unit 1 was that they wanted to enhance the people knowledge and about this sculpture. So this is your passage, and this is, if you want to refer it again, you can just pause the video, refer the passage, see the question, attempt it again. Any doubt, definitely you can post it in the comment section. I will be replying on that. For the next type of question, watch the next video. Thank you so much.